What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, we got some breaking news out of Philly in the last couple of hours, and it's about a bus stop that was shot up, and they're saying between 7 and 8 people so far, as details keep coming out. They say 7 to 8 people have been hit. They said at least 4 of them are juveniles or children. Now, I'm going to play you this video of what's known right now. They haven't identified the names of any victims so far of the gun violence. But in this story, I'm going to talk about the violence. You know what I'm saying? We have a violence problem in America. We do. It's out in the open. It's like everybody done lost their mind and just went all in. For real, they have. And it's like, when does it stop? You see different places being shot up. Stores, malls, schools. When does it end? Take a look at this video. We'll come back and talk about a few things.
It is Wednesday afternoon. I'm Brian Taff alongside Sarah Bloomquist, and we begin with breaking news here today in Burholm, where it has happened again. Several people shot at a bus stop in Philadelphia. This happening just about 1 hour ago.
Yeah, we're hearing at least 7 shot. This is video from the Citizens app showing the police response there at the scene at Cottman and Rising Sun. Police say they've found at least seven victims in various conditions at the scene. They have been transported to area hospitals. We've just learned at least 4 of those victims are juveniles. SEPTA does tell us a bus was hit with multiple bullets, but no one on that bus was hit.
We do have several reporters en route to the scene right now. Action News reporter John Paul live at Frankfurt now, where there is a second crime scene thought to be connected to what we just described. John?
Correct. Yeah, Brian. So we're at the Frankfurt Transportation Center, and this guy right here has actually been counting the bullet holes in the bus. So I'm going to start showing you some of them. We've got one right here, and then if you walk with me down this way, we've got a couple more in the bus just over here in the Morgan & Morgan side. A total of at least 4 bullets hit this bus. We're told this bus came from that original scene over at Cottman and Rising Sun, where we've learned that at least 7 people were hit there. We're trying to get information on their conditions, but that is what we know at this point. We just arrived here at the transportation center, and they are cordoning off this bus. They're investigating right now. We're told no one on the bus was hit, but we see at least 4 bullet holes in the side of this bus. This one just arrived a short time ago from the scene of the shooting, which happened over at Cottman and Rising Sun. So it sounds like maybe 2 buses could have been hit. We know there's one major scene over at Cottman and Rising Sun, and then there's this secondary scene here at the Frankfurt Transportation Center, where you see these officers right now investigating. This is now a crime scene right here, so they've been trying to push us back. But that is the latest that we have here at the Transportation Center. Brian, Sarah, I'll send it back to you. Try to answer any questions if you have them.
Yeah, just an extraordinary scene, John, as we see those bullet holes in real time. I want to recue some video that we showed you a moment ago. This is again from the Citizens app showing the immediate police response in the aftermath of this latest shooting. Again, this is the 4th shooting involving SEPTA in just the last week in Philadelphia. This one, at least 7 people shot. This is all very fluid. As mentioned, it happened just within the last, say, hour or so. And as Sarah mentioned, we are learning right now that at least 7 of these victims are young people. Yeah,
Cottman and Rising Sun, a major intersection there, 5-point intersection with lots of people at this hour as well. This shooting happened just hours after SEPTA police did announce a more aggressive approach to combating crime within its system. The change was implemented in the wake of 3 other deadly shootings involving SEPTA bus passengers, as Brian said, within a week.
Guys, that's what's known so far. 8 people have been injured, and the madness continues. I don't understand how somebody can be so angry that they pull a gun out and wave it at their intended target and everyone around them. Don't understand it at all. Don't understand how you'll pull a gun out in public as a group and let off shots, leaving shell casings all over the place like it's a gangster movie, and then run off after you get done. They said earlier when I was looking at the press conference, the city bus that you seen, the reason why I got shot up, you see that's a main street. The bus was coming down the street. They started shooting. The bus got between the crossfire, but in their intended target, they shooting through the damn bus. Luckily, nobody on the bus was hurt. But that could have turned into something else. Driver could have lost control. A bus is a hard thing to stop, especially in the rain. You seen it was wet out there. That could have had catastrophic effect on the situation out there. Had it gotten to a head-on collision with somebody or just ran into some people. Man, it's like nowadays people don't think. They don't. They get pissed off and it's F the world, literally. Literally. Police at the press conference, they had chief of police, other people there speaking. They scratching their heads. Oh, we're going to get stiffer penalties. Let me explain something to you. Stiffer penalties mean what? Getting people locked up. People ain't scared of getting locked up no more. That's nationwide. Jail is not working. We need different types of punishment. We do. The only way to stop violence is to threaten violence with something greater than that. See, these people that pull these guns out and stuff, a gun make you feel powerful when you have it in your hand. And when you don't have no home training and you grow up, a lot of times in violent households or violent environments, that never goes away. It never goes away. I'm 51 years old. I don't move like I used to. You know, don't think like I used to. We're killing each other at alarming rates. Somebody get to acting a fool, or I go out there and I do something to somebody in the street when I was younger. Sometimes that vine of violence come back and catch you when you least expect it. Say you walking around with somebody. You see him in the street. Oh, I did something to him back in the day. Oh, it's so easy for people nowadays to just act like nothing gonna happen to them when they go out here and do something. Says some of them kids were students. What if they ain't have nothing to do with it? What if the person you tried to shoot ran into the crowd? I've seen that before. You know what I'm saying? You shooting at somebody, they run into a crowd of people using them as shields. You still shooting? Why you shooting anyway? Man, we got a sickness out here, man. We all inflicted with a virus in America, and the virus is violence. It is. It is. How is that solving anything? Now they saying this might be a retaliatory shooting for something that happened at a bus stop days ago. Never ends. Never ends. A lot of people blame the guns. You could take all the guns off the street right now. Guess what? Tomorrow, somebody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that'll give them a gun. It's the mindset and the mentality of people nowadays that is creating this stuff. That's just part of it. A lot of it is lack of men. Real men, stand-up guys, saying something about it. Another thing is lack of community. You know, not coming together, not cooperating. When these animals be running amok in your neighborhood. Another thing is this, the justice system, full of crap. I'm gonna try not to cuss today. There's gonna be no cussing today. Full of crap. They are. They use these cops as infantrymen to go out there and put their lives on the line. And I'm not defending all these, the bad cops, but cops are needed. They go out there every day and go to pick up the pieces of the carnage that's out there. A lot of times they have limited resources and they're tentative on whether they want to deal with you or not a certain way in emergency situations or situations of life and death because they don't want lawsuits. It's like we all in a battle we can't win. People have made me mad to no end. But I have restraint. A lot of young people nowadays do not have restraint. A lot of them will get violent quick because of the confusion in their own head and something they missed coming up, especially as young men. Especially as young men. A lot of us got confusion and gunfire in our head. You can take and put a puzzle in front of a lot of people nowadays, especially a lot of the younger generation, not all. And so your life depends on fixing this puzzle. It could be something simple. But because of technology and the way things are, and for some reason everybody wants stuff quick, they can't focus on things. They can't focus on stuff, and they want to get mad and breaking the thing up. We have a quitter's mentality nowadays. There are people that don't want to see things through. There are people that want to say they care about stuff, but don't want to do nothing. Not everybody's out here prepared to lead, but everybody out here prepared to talk. I came in from a neighborhood that was okay. Started getting bad over time, but the street I lived on, we had a lot of older people that looked out for each other. So a sense of community is what I've seen. You know, now as I got older and I went and lived in different places and I started to notice that people don't care about each other, it kind of bothered me. You got 30 people on the corner, somebody gets shot multiple times in integral shots within 10 to 15 seconds. Nobody's seen nothing. It's like we don't care about each other no more. Another thing is, you know, and this is towards the black community, seem like we have a vitriol or hatred for each other. I don't know where that came from, but like now everything is to the death. Every time it's a threat, it's I'll kill you. When I was coming up, you never said nothing like that, because you might be the one that got killed. Now everything is I'll shoot you, I'll this, I'll that. How did it become us wanting to be, as individuals, so much better than everybody else on a level of toughness? I'll tell you something, there's no such thing as a tough man. I think it is, but it's not. When I was in the feds, I seen kingpins crying because they didn't get visits. Everybody has a breaking point. A lot of the stuff that we're taught, especially in our culture, is fabricated and it's magnified. And now a lot of us have a herd mentality, and that's what we think we're supposed to be. I want you to look at commercials. Or look at in fact, we'll go with commercials first. Look at commercials. Every time you see commercials with black folks in it and they trying to show something to sell, you know, we're the target audience. Tell me you don't always see the people that they targeting looking a certain way. Gotta be fly, gotta be cool, gotta have some type of swag, stuff of that. You don't think that's fabricated? That's like all advertising. Soon as you see, you might have low self-esteem, you might be sitting at home. Soon as you see something on TV and it's in the perfect setting, a lot of it's fictitious, you know what? Those shoes will look better on me. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change my look. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you are the target audience. Just like music. A lot of people don't like when I bring up music. Music is killing us in the culture. It is. Nowadays, a lot of black movies is killing us in the culture. It is. Name the last black movie with an all black cast that didn't involve fighting, fucking, and cussing. And some type of deception. Name one. If you can, put it in the comment section. A famous movie that everybody's rushing to go see with all black cast. Name one. We are being conditioned to act a certain way. And a lot of us want to, because the ones that are conditioned or the ones that are doing the conditioning are the ones that's telling us this is how we have to act. If you ain't got this or you ain't got that, you cool. You ain't cool. For a long time, we was America's guinea pigs. Nobody says nothing about that. See, we'll pick and choose our battles. But as a whole, we're all suffering. We are. We're suffering in relationships, suffering in health, suffering in upbringing. Nowadays, you'll see something like I do videos on it. You'll see people doing some of the craziest stuff with children as if they're things and not people. Older generations say something to them, they cuss you out. Think about that. You see a guy with his pants hanging off of his ass and he's older. You're like, yo, bro, what's going on? I mean, I would never say anything to a person because, I mean, you want to look stupid. You better be ready to take what goes with that. But you see stuff that's like, yo, that's crazy looking. Some of the stuff that we do that we deem cool is some of the strangest stuff I've ever seen. Sagging of the pants is one thing. Wearing them big red rubber boots, them Sonic the Hedgehog looking Mario Brother boots, that's another thing. Can't tell us we're not trained and conditioned, a lot of us. Violence is overtaking America as a whole. You start to see everybody doing crazy stuff. Just some of the weirdest stuff where normal rationale, if it was applied, would have never happened. Men are problem solvers. We provide solutions. We handle disputes or settle disputes. A lot of times in a non-violent way, for the most part, because nobody wants conflict. Imagine if the whole world acted like we act in this nation right now. We'd be at constant conflict. And it's not everybody. It's just the ones that feel as though they don't want to listen to nobody. And they really fall victim to a lot of this propaganda that's pressed on ignorant people. And this right here is a perfect example of that. I'm sure whatever it was, it could have been worked out. But now we got to take it to the streets. Sad. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm just speaking from love, man. For real. I am. I mean, I respect everybody. And I wish I could do different videos about the achievements of people, you know, but these are the more pressing issues. I mean, it's right in front. It's right in front of our face. The problem's right in front of our face. It can't be no more direct. Every day somebody done lost somebody in the street. Or somebody ain't even in the street, just lost somebody innocent. It's like we're rotten from the inside out in this country. And people act like they don't see it. Because we pacified with technology and other things. And we're taught to look this way while the one behind us is counting the money that we think we got. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.